Hi people, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Victoria Nanos. In case you're new here and in case you're returning, thank you very much. Have you subscribed? If not, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and press on the red button and on the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video you get notified. So today we are having a guest, as you can see her, but she will introduce herself later. And today I'm also introducing a new segment still with my dear guest. It's going to be called Talks with Victoria. So Talks with Victoria is basically going to be about interviews where I will be interviewing anyone who has anything to teach us, anything to learn from, anything educative, entertaining, name it, we shall bring them. And this segment will be up every Wednesday on my YouTube channel. So if you've not yet subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but catch this segment every Wednesday. And we are starting, of course, with the lovely and the beautiful
Namukasa Mariam. I'm a parent. I'm a mother of 3 girls, 1 boy. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I am second runners-up Miss Curvy Uganda 2019.
Yeah, so you've heard it. Namukasa is a parent, a second runner-up Miss Curvy Uganda. In case you don't know, we had Miss Curvy last year. That was in the year 2019, and it was the first of its kind type of competition where we only had the plus people, the plus like me and her. Of course, you see the plus people, and she was a part of it, and it is one of the reasons as to why we are here with Miss Namukasa. And with Miss Namukasa, we are going to talk about plus size. Growing up as a plus size person, she's going to tell us more about being a plus size. How has she embraced it? How has she embraced her size and so many other things. Miss Namukasa,
yes, please.
When did you realize that, you know what, I am a plus size person, or I am a fat person, like people would call it?
I realized, like, after my first child, the weight started gaining. I started gaining slowly by slowly.
Okay.
And every child, I just found myself the weight was adding on. And in the family where I come from, I could not avoid it because my mom, she's a plus size.
Okay.
My grandma, my father's side, she's also plus size.
How old were you at that time you had your firstborn?
I was 19.
19. Wow. So when you realized that I am gaining weight for every child that I have, did you try to fight it? Did you do anything about it, or you're like, okay, it has come, so it's okay?
Of course, you have to try a variety of things, a variety of products, exercises.
Okay.
But it's not easy. Weight, when it comes, it's not easy to break it off. So you either take on a positive mind, or you feel pity for yourself, of which you'll be drowning yourself. So you have to have a positive mind and do exercises, make your body flexible to avoid, because if you go to the hospitals, they're telling you something else.
Yeah.
When you move out, it's another story.
Yeah.
So basically, you just have to be brave and strong for yourself.
So when you went to those hospitals, what were they telling you? What is the cause of your gaining weight all the time?
Of course, they ask, maybe some of the people, they assume you eat a lot, but in any case, you don't.
Yeah.
This is genetic. My weight is genetic. So I just have to be flexible.
Not had any part of, are you married? Aren't you married?
I was married, but now I'm a single mother.
So what happened to your marriage? Was it your weight? Did your weight affect your marriage in one way or the other, or it was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this and let's all have separate lives?
I think when I became, like I told you, every child I was increasing weight.
Yeah.
At some point, I don't know, he told me I was no longer appealing. So I tried to fight it, but like I told you, this is genetic.
Yeah.
There is no way I could fight it. So he had to go. He became, most people, like, these days men, they no longer slap or beat. They just break you down as a woman. You know, as women, we are emotional. Somebody just keeps on telling you the something, oh, but you're too fat. Can you do something about your life? Maybe you sit alone. Hey, can you try to run? Can you do everything when he's watching that you're really trying? But
he's never satisfied.
He's never satisfied with the results. Now live for me.
Wow, that's great. And it's very important to everyone out there to live for you. You first love you. You first accept you.
Yes.
Not someone to first accept you for you to love yourself.
Exactly.
I think it's one important message that every one of us should have in life, and one important message that I always tell myself, that if I do not love myself, then I'll not be able to love you, then I'll not be able to love the other person, because how can I give back what I don't have?
Exactly.
So it's very important that you learned a lesson from that.
I accepted myself, and from the day I discovered myself. Most of us, we are obstacles to ourselves without realizing.
True.
Subconsciously, we let each and everything corrupt our minds. But sincerely, when you look at that woman, she's you. She's beautiful, she's amazing, she has a lot. You discover, what do I want, what are my fantasies, what do I want. Basically, you accept. You know, because the psychologist told me, go and dress totally. Look at that woman. And let me tell you, I love myself.
After you left that marriage, or that man left you, have you ever thought of getting married again? Have you had people approach you?
At first. Because for sure, I'll not lie, I really loved him dearly. I was deep. I was, do you know, like I even now ask myself what happened, because it's like I had just fallen in love. You can imagine. I was like a teenager. The love I felt for him, it was too deep. That's why you see people become so aggressive, because you see, I looked at my life. I could not live without him. I've known him. He knows me. He knows my weak points. He knows my strong points. And now here I was. He has just left me. It's like he has thrown me to the wolves. Where do I begin? And my God, you know, you look for the in-laws, the mulamus, all those issues. You look at them, and you say, where do I begin? I have children. Men don't like children, you know. It was tough. And at some point, I had given up. And I know it really used to break my mom, because whenever she could really talk about, don't worry, God will bless you with another man. This chapter is closed, but keep on hoping. There are good men out there. They're not all the same. I said, I think love is not for me. I'm done. I was married. I have children. What am I looking for? Now the focus, I should put it in my career. That is teaching young ones, learning. And basically looking after my young ones. That is it. But like they say, time heals. And interviews I had with various people kind of worked as therapy. That's why it's always good to talk about how you feel. In most cases, you really get someone you trust, and you pour each and everything deep within deep you, and you let it out. So kind of it worked for me as therapy. And I love love. I believe one day, somebody. So because I believe love. You know me, I'm a passionate person about when it comes to love. Love is beautiful. Love is amazing. It's the most beautiful feeling anybody could feel. And I believe one day, one time, God will bring somebody.
Wow, we are praying for that day to come. When did you start accepting that, you know what, I'm a plus size, this is it, and this may be my forever?
I think I've accepted being plus size after my whatever marriage, the breakup of my marriage. I went into a phase. I almost lost my mind. they really had to cancel me so much.
Yeah.
Because at one point I just said, let me go. I was just putting on a lace and I said, when he called me, you know that man, he really tortured me psychologically. Because he called me and he said, you know, the girl wants to get married and I have nothing, so I have to marry her. I said, how am I supposed to feel? He said, I'm just telling you, I don't want you to hear it from somebody else. So just know I am going to marry her. I was washing, I was outside, I could not breathe. You can imagine fresh air, but you could not breathe. I could not breathe. And something, you know, sometimes those people you find when they have run mad, somehow something triggers the mind. Because also me, I was just putting on a lace. I said, let me just go. I don't know why, but let me just go. Then we had a get man. He just was like, Madam, why are you going when you're like that? Because I opened the gate and I was outside. He had never seen me like that. It's like, that's when it's like snapped. But I was just walking. I don't know where, but I was going. You know? I was lost actually, I was lost totally. So they had to really cancel me a lot. And the psychologist I talked to gave me a mirror and told me, look at that woman you see in the mirror.
Yeah.
Who is she? What does she want?
Yeah.
How do you feel? And for the first time, I started discovering myself. You know, when you're married, we always live through our man's eyes.
Yeah.
When he doesn't appreciate you, feel affected. You know? Yet you have to appreciate yourself first.
Yeah.
Before anybody appreciates.
Sure.
I was living for him and for the kids, but I was not living for me.
You. At that, we look at you gaining this weight, being accepted, your acceptance, you've accepted. How do you feel about I've walked to a place and people say all the sorts of comments, from calling you fat to calling you all the different kinds and types of names. When you go to a place, or when you walk to a place and someone calls you something, or and people overlook at you, what is your reaction?
I smile. I smile. You know, I give them that smile and you're like, really? You know, when people say something bad, they expect you to act the other way.
Yeah.
So I chose a smile. It's far much better. You say, oh, she looks like this. I said, really? Wow. And I it's my signature actually.
Yeah.
I stand like, do you like it? I tell you. And then I move.
Yeah. And when they abuse you, for example, I have ever been called a pig by someone because of my size, and I was like, okay, like that hit me so hard. There's no way I would react, but I was like, okay, but because I love myself, personally, I love myself so much, and I always put it out there, like, you know, I'm plus size, I love it, you can say whatever you want, but this is me. You're either loving me or you walk away. Like, so someone just came to me and like, you were a pig, and I'm like, I'm a pig? Okay, I didn't know. So when someone calls you those different namagwatala, I think they also refer to us as namagwatala, different kinds of things. There is a lot that is told to a plus size woman, like, you know what, you are plus size, you're not good, oli munene, toli mulungi, toli chino, oli chino, oli busy, you know, all those kinds of words. How do you react to them?
First of all, do you know what I did? I've accepted.
Yeah.
I know who I am.
True.
So I've accepted me, myself.
True.
If you call me I'm a pig, that one I know. It's not new.
Yeah.
Ningo mugugu.
Yeah.
It's okay. Whatever name you feel like you want to call me, it's okay. Like I told you, I just smile.
Yeah.
Because somebody who brings out the negativity to influence some other person, they're miserable. That's what I've realized.
Yeah.
So I just smile. I say, okay, thank you. If that's what you see, Maria knows herself.
Yeah.
I cannot, if that is what, when you look at me and that's what you see, good for you, I cannot stop you. You're entitled to your own opinion.
Sure. Because I've told me at one point you tried all these weight loss things that people say. There are so many weight loss programs that personally I'm not going to say I follow. I maybe want to try at some point, I don't know, but right now I'm not in a stage of like, you know what, I really want to lose this weight, I really want to, you know, chop this weight. Do you ever think of trying them? Because even as I was coming here, I found some some farmers where they're like, lose weight over in how many days, over in how many weeks, and I'm like, okay, I think I should also ask you this. Have you ever thought of, okay, after all that was gone, you realize the weight is not going, have you ever sat down again and you're like, I think I should do this? Because, or I've had people, you can juice, you can do interim fasting, you can do different things, and different things. Have you thought about that, or change your diet?
Yeah, of course. You just have to be healthy. When I accepted this weight, I also accepted I have to manage it.
Yeah, very important.
Like I said, cardio.
Yeah.
I jump. I love dancing. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'm dancing, and yeah, basically. I take garlic. I swallow garlic for whatever cholesterol. Because you know fats, there's already a block.
Yeah.
So I'm using those natural things to be healthy.
Yeah.
If I lose, which I don't think, depending on my family, but I've accepted who I am.
Yeah.
This is who I am. And actually now I do different exercises because I love to have that waist. Yes, the waist. And I saw that waist trainer. They're selling it on Facebook. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen the waist trainer.
And I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Because it's not harmful.
Yeah.
You just tie around your waist and you train.
Plus size women are more talked about than the male plus size people. Why is it like that? Like, oh, a man can go away with being plus size, but me, a woman, I'll never go away with being a plus size. I really find a man saying, oh, people saying, oh, or you know, it is, they'll attribute some, if they are not young boys, they'll attribute them to money or something like that. So they are really not affected by this whole being fat. What's your take on that?
My take is a woman is a flower.
Yeah.
Yellow's flower. Of course, everybody's born to notice.
Yeah.
And they expect a lot when they look at you.
True.
They imagine. Let me tell you, those people, when they look, they imagine a lot within their brains. So I think we are precious.
True.
We are easily noticed.
Yeah.
And we are unique. So they have to look on, they have to comment. Ladies, if you're there and you're this size here, love yourself. Others will love you.
Sure.
Because if you love yourself, and this also goes to even those smaller people. Those are slender people. There are those people, when you have someone and you're too tiny, please eat. You know? Accept who you are. That is who you are. You can't change.
Sure.
If God helps and then you change, that's okay. But for now, accept that person. You know, she's amazing. She looks beautiful. She's unique.
True.
She's intelligent. She's brave and she's strong.
Yeah.
Don't allow anybody to break you. Because there are those people who depend on others just to break others to make themselves, happy.
Yeah. You talked somewhere about Miss Curvy. When did you know about this Miss Curvy competition?
I just saw on the television.
Yeah.
When they were introducing it. And I was encouraged by a few friends that you have the confidence, you have what it takes. Go out there and show them. But first in my heart I said they're looking for those people with perfect curves and stuff. Yeah, I do have the curves, but since I'm a mother, and I give birth by cesarean, kind of my tummy is big, and I'm proud of it because it shows I'm a mother.
Yeah.
So, but somehow, within yourself you feel it. But I said, I will not allow you to stop me. Let me go and try to pursue my dream, and also to empower my young one. We live as exemplary to our young ones. So I wanted to show her that you can achieve anything so long as you believe in it and you're determined. And if the opportunity comes, don't resist yourself.
Yeah. Doing Miss Curvy, you're empowering someone, you're empowering your children, like you said. And take us through that whole journey, your first time stepping on that stage, modeling, going like all that journey from the time you took your applications, the time you called, the entire journey, the way it was.
Okay, the entire journey, actually, the journey was, at first we went, they gave us the briefing of how the whole thing was going to be and what they are looking for exactly. And each one of us stood in front because we had some news reporters, BBC, whatever, all around, and everybody was saying why. They were inspired. So me, I said I was inspired first of all to empower myself as a woman, to believe that there is love, or to show the man who left me because of my weight, that I'm a beautiful woman, I'm sexy, and I can be anything I want to be.
Yes.
So it depends on you who is looking. Because it really broke me down. Somebody cannot understand it for someone to break you emotionally when you really love them so deeply.
Yeah.
And another thing, to empower my daughters to believe in themselves, because first of all, I've been having such challenges in their schools I go. These other children abuse them, weird words about being plus size. They are bullies. So I could always empower them that you're the most beautiful girl in the whole world. Let nobody tell you that you're not. You are amazing, you're special, and first of all, you're so brilliant. So the world is for you to take over.
Yeah.
Yes. And from there, the first moment when I was there going on stage, you're quacking inside when everybody's looking. I know,
that happens to everyone. Nervousness.
I talk to parents. Since I'm an administrator, we always have those concerts, but you can never get too used to being on stage. That stage fright is scary, but I put it inside me, and I stood there. I talked so confidently, and then also the whole point of me participating in Miss Curvy is to alert the designers. Designers, when they are designing clothes for plus size women, they just put anyhow. And most of the time they consider these smaller sizes than us. So we also we need to be beautiful.
True.
We need to put on those bras, and then you look at yourself in the mirror, oh my god, and you say, wow.
I know.
So I talked about myself, and the journalist from BBC got impressed, saying, okay, give me your number, we are going to be working with you and see your journey throughout.
Yeah.
And the rest of the stuff, I used to go on YouTube, look on how the models should walk. Yeah. I trained myself with my young ones, and even my mom.
She's also going to train me how to walk like a plus size, like a model, a plus size model.
And then my mom also was showing me, feel yourself. You have to show yourself. We love music. We are happy people. We don't want to be sad. We are positive people. Yeah. So that those moments, just today you didn't find us in that mood, but we always put on loud music because it kind of lifts each and everything, and it makes life easier. Yeah. So we practiced, and it worked. When we went for the second time, and they asked us questions. And hey, you reach there, girls were putting on those sexy, tying the waist. Oh my god, I said, Yeah, you're beautiful, you're confident. Just believe that you're the one. You know, one thing I've learned in life, you empower yourself.
True.
So I empowered myself. The first time I passed that first whatever session, and the second time now I had to be creative, because they had given us a hint on if you want the judges to ask what type of questions do you want them, you can limit them. You don't talk too much, but you can limit them to exactly what you want. So I came, I said, okay, I'm going to be this woman. I want to show the world that you can be beautiful and sexy and amazing in your culture wear. So since I'm in Uganda, I got my gomasi, I put on, and everybody was looking at me saying, now look at this one.
I know.
They were judging, can you imagine what? But when I reached there, I remember they talked about myself very well, and I limited the judges, the questions where they were asking basically on the attire and the culture stuff. Because I had really prepared myself very well. From there we went to what, oh my God, the journey showing us with the ebonies on the red carpet. My God, it was so amazing. It was really beautiful. They showcased us around town in that open roof bus. Hey, my God. When you're just standing and waving like this and everybody's looking at you saying, now, you know how they used to call those plus size women? They call us those weird names. But for us, we are so proud of what we are. Before that, you know, they tell you the things they want. A single mother, there are some stuff they asked, which it was a bit challenging. I didn't have the money, and financially I was a bit crippled. So they were telling you have to get the dresses, the shoes, what, and I didn't have money. I kind of broke down. I told mom was saying, don't worry, God will make a way. But what I've learned in life, that there are some people who can be there for you. Seriously, when you don't know them. There's some gentleman, I found him, actually I've never met him, but I just saw him on Facebook. I think he saw me on TV. And then he was telling me, I want you to be so audible, I want you to be so sharp, I want you to be, you know, he was empowering me. He sent me clips of Miss Namibia. I want you to talk like that girl. I want you to believe in yourself. The next time when you come on stage, I don't want to see any quaking or anything, because I'm here, I'm supporting you, I'm your #1 fan. And if you could hear such things coming from a stranger you barely know, it's really amazing. So I said, oh my God. I told him, I said, I'm here. I don't have food at home. I don't have a dress. I don't have shoes. I'm just... But I'm looking at my dream just walking away in front of me when I'm saying. He said, oh my God, I don't have money at the moment because I've just operated on my daughter, but let me see. And he sent me money on my phone. Hey, God can make people do things. I'm so grateful to that gentleman, wherever he is. Because I don't know him. I think he just knows me on those Facebook friends. That's why when you have a challenge, it's always good to talk. Because you never know who God can touch and they can really help. He really came through for me, and he made my day so colorful. We went boot camp. Hey, you know they give you a list of things. I came back and I said, God, what am I going to do? Now I used to cry to my mom. I said, Mom, what am I going to do? I don't have the things. I said, you believe, you go with what you have. And you can imagine, I didn't have money. So I did what I could. I said, now God, my fate, me, I believe, since you've given me this opportunity, I know you'll take me through. And I went, you know, girls, they were showing off. Hey, they have money. You want even to take something, but you could not. You could say, I'm not hungry. But when you really know
that you don't have,
I don't have, because if I try to pretend that I have, I have children at home. They have
Yeah.
to eat. So I either have to sacrifice myself, and you can imagine I could not even buy a bowl of soap for like that one for 200 or 500 because all the money I wanted spared me. I even got an accident.
Sorry.
At when I was going to the office, that border guy, I don't know how he did, and the border guy, actually, God is so good.
Yeah.
God loves me. But Vicky, Victoria, let me tell you, that day I was gone. I just told those guys, please just tell my kids I love them. But God gave me a second chance because I lost a lot of blood, and I was asking for water. The good thing they gave me temperature, like room temperature, and it calmed me down. Then when I went IMC, because I called home, my mom almost went mad because we had just separated from the taxi. I left her in the taxi. I said, let me get a border and be fast because the time is running. We are going for a photo shoot. Then calling her back that I've had an accident, she almost went mad. She said, my God, what is this? You know, as a parent, it's really challenging. But she came and we went through. But let me tell you, God is amazing. Because I told those people, don't leave me. This leg here. I said, don't leave me. I'm going for the photo shoot. It was deep. When you look at it, you could not even eat meat. I said, please don't leave me. I called my cousin here, get a border, please bring for me that insurance card. We went to IMC, the Ginger Road, and they worked on me. I left the card there because the time was running. And then my mom was looking at me and said, I told myself I'm not supposed to feel pain. I have to go through with this. If God, you've not taken my life, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
So I have to be a fighter.
Sure.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
And I really fought on because there are so many activities we did, but the leg was bleeding. You cannot believe that day on the finals, the way I was walking, those guys, they just gave us breakfast. Like I told you, I could not spend anyhow. People were buying food, what. I know my issues. I whatever, I do what. We didn't eat lunch, even supper. Until now, remember the show was at night. I took the painkillers because the leg had got so septic and they stitched it again.
Yeah.
It was bleeding. I tied a scarf around it. I put on a legging and then I said, I'm not supposed to feel pain. That's what I told my brain. And when you look at me walking on the stage, you cannot believe that this leg was bleeding. If I had opened, the world would have said, indeed, you're a strong woman.
Yeah. You're strong.
Yes. I told myself
you're strong because some of us, I don't think personally with that pain, I would go to that stage. I would just say, you know what, this wasn't for me and I've given up.
No, I did not. I just told him I have to go through this. And thank God I made the impact.
Yeah.
I wanted my story out there. It could change. You see, as women in our culture, we are limited. You're not supposed to say some things because that's how we are raised, depending on the culture norms. But sincerely, sometimes we need to really come out and talk about what we are going through to empower other people who are going through. Because there's some lady, I got a message from the competition. After the competition, she told me, Maria, I was going to run mad. But when I saw you, I said, God, you're wonderful.
Yeah.
I should hang on, let me fight.
Okay. Feel being the second runner in this entire competition, you've gone through pain. You know, you had an accident along the way. You've gone through all this pain. You told us you had to walk down that, you know, that whole journey, the last part of that journey with this pain. Being the second runner, how did it feel for you?
Basically, I was a winner. Before even they gave me that.
Wow. It's wonderful.
Merely being strong for myself.
Yeah.
Being brave. Let me tell you, the way I walked on stage, hey, I'm telling you, I was feeling every step. I didn't have any sponsor because even we didn't have the money.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, now we pay 100. What are you going to eat? I will tell you the details. You shall watch from the whatever, my YouTube channels. You get? But I got supporters because of how I was walking. I felt, I watch a lot of competitions and I've been watching those models walking on stage on the runway and I've always admired that. So I said, I told all those friends of ours who we were competing with, I said, this is your day. This is a dream. Live it. Forget about anything else, but live it. And for them, they were quaking because, they had expectations. Actually, me, I didn't even expect to win anything because I myself had anointed myself that I'm a winner. Yeah. That was the whole point.
It's very good to speak positivity to yourself.
I had already given that message. I had poured out how I felt to the world. Yeah. And I know someone had really got my message. My point was my message. Yeah. And the message worked.
When you look at Miss Curvy competitions, one of the things that happened about it was people failing to accept, naming the Minister Chiwanda, called him so many names, Curvy. I personally have gone to places and because of Miss Curvy, people are saying Curvy, Miss Curvy, hey, all those things. But it was not well appreciated by most of the people in Uganda. What is your take on that?
I think people, they fear the unknown. They can imagine some people had different worries. Yeah, like the smaller sizes worried that if they're men, so as you can imagine, this smaller size, they put on those swimming costumes. We look gorgeous, my God. We look so amazing. Yeah, they could not imagine us putting on those swimming costumes because of our weight and what. For example, let me give you a scenario. We were doing a photo shoot for Sister Bridals, the lingerie, the bras and the panties. And she was so amazed because she was expecting people to quake, oh, I fear this, but my dear. The girls were like, you look at the photo and you say, Just people had to be open-minded. Yeah. Like the way we watched their competitions, the slender ones, they just have to appreciate as well as. I have to put on a swimming costume if I'm going to swim. Yeah. Should I hide my body? No. This is who I am. I cannot become anybody else. Yeah. My God. And of course there are those particular swimming costumes for glass size. Because when you have children, you really have to mind how you put on. Yeah. So I think they had such worries.
After Miss Curvy, what has it been? Did it bring you any opportunities? Did it change you in one way or the other? Did it add to your, opportunities in life? And you feel like, oh, if it wasn't for Miss Curvy, I wouldn't be having this. It wouldn't be like this.
Now, for example, you would not have known me if it was not for Miss Curvy.
Obviously.
And another thing, my God, hey, BBC World News, hey, how many people here work on TV and they admire to be in that studio? True. To be on that very show, she won, and I was there. There's so many opportunities which have come. Yeah. They may not be financially, but in the long run, I believe God will make a way. We've met so many people, whereby when you're just an ordinary person here, you cannot easily access them. True. But because an opportunity was given to you, it is easily. And I didn't know that I could go to State House. Might be ahead. Everybody wants to go to that place, but at least I got a chance. I went there on a forum. I've associated with those UN guys for SDGs and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so many opportunities, and I don't regret. But let me tell you, that experience of Nairobi, they treated me like a queen indeed.
Wow.
You know, there are those dreams you just dream.
I know.
I was looking at myself and I said, God, because they picked one from Nigeria,
Yeah.
South Africa, and Kenya.
Yeah.
We are 3. And I was asking myself, why me?
Yeah.
Because we had Miss Curvy. They said, no, we want you. Those are opportunities God puts there.
True.
You know. I also have a dream of organizing that beauty pageant for Miss.
That's
Me,
nice.
I want Miss plus size, and God willingly,
Yeah.
I'm just praying and hoping God gives me the opportunity and the finances.
True.
Me, I
He'll
want plus
provide.
size all ages.
True.
Be it, because I look at those America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
They have no age limit. Either you're 70 or 80, and competitions should be there. And plus size should be all shapes. I don't mind if you have a figure or anything, so long as you're plus size.
Yeah.
And you're willing to empower others. And also,
You are a teacher, and we are in these COVID times.
Yeah.
Like in these COVID times. What do you tell to the teacher out there, or what are you doing as a teacher now that you don't have any source of income? What are you doing to support yourself?
this is a tough time, basically for every teacher, because you know, as you know, we earn when the children pay.
Yeah.
What I've tried to do as myself, we do liquid soap. I've learned how to make liquid soap.
That's nice.
And we are learning how to make those crafty things with my children.
Yeah.
Like, I'll show you some flowers we make from those bottle tops.
Yeah.
We sell. People will get some money.
Yeah.
Basically, we are learning new skills,
very
plaiting
nice.
hair, and we are empowering ourselves in all ways, because you cannot just sit here. As you can see, it might be the entire year
Yeah.
until next year. So, and children have to eat.
True.
You don't have to tell them that there is no food.
I totally understand that.
So teachers, they just have to be tough. You learn some simple skills
Yeah.
to work from where you are, like baking cakes, crisps, those simple things. Because remember, people don't have capital,
Yeah.
but there are those things people take for granted, which you can make in money. Like the other time, I saw the man who was on some TV record that he rears snails.
Yeah.
And here next to us, now this is the season, the rainy season, we always have the snails. So we are going to try something like that.
Oh, that's great.
Which is very easy.
Yeah.
It does not need anything, because he was saying they sell them to those expensive hotels, and even the those pharmacists, they buy the saliva to make tablets with it. So I see that is good business. You don't need a lot. First of all, they are going to come themselves, and we shall just enclose them and do like the way he was showing us.
Yeah.
And we see the way forward.
Yeah. I pray it works out. What would you tell to a plus size person out there? For example, what would you tell to a plus size person, to someone who really wants to lose weight and they are not losing it, to someone who feels like people have said a lot and I feel like I'm losing myself because of my size, you know? And yeah, for someone who loves their bodies, what do you have to tell to those different categories of plus size people? Yeah.
First of all, I would advise a person who is plus size. You know, they normally get depressed.
Yeah.
They hide themselves. And you know, when we are stressed, appetite comes. You get. But me, what I emphasize, like, first of all of them, you just be flexible. Actually, accept you're in denial.
Yeah.
Once you remove denial and you accept that woman in the mirror, please, the mirror is very important. Put a mirror. Me, when you enter, it is a mirror on my door. The first person I see, actually the last person I see every day is me. I look at myself always. And the last person like the first person I see in the morning is me. I wake up and I say, hi Mariam, how are you? Learn to talk about to yourself.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Are you okay? Are you not happy? Why? Basically talk to yourself. Empower yourself. Before anybody empowers you,
Sure.
you have to empower yourself. Because nobody's living your life.
True.
People are moving on. They are living their own life. And they don't care actually what happens in your life.
Yeah.
So why would you care? Why would you mind? Why would you care about what they think? You know? Just accept self-love. Actually, I call it self-love. Love yourself. That inner self. Because if you have love within yourself, you'll give love.
True.
But if you don't have love, definitely you're gonna be annoyed, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be, everything about you is gonna be sad.
True.
And sad is not good for our bodies, basically. And love. Somebody who loves you for who you are.
Yeah.
Somebody who is proud to go out with you in the public and say, yeah, this is my girl. I love her. She's this. But they comment what? But for him he's happy. But
Sure.
Don't go out with a person who is like, we just hang out in the house. In the house, that's not fair.
True.
That's not fair. And most people do that. Most men do that. They say, are you chubby girls, you're for inside. And this, you know. But there's a lot to us. Such a person, you just cancel. Cancel is not for you. Because at some point, as a woman, you would like to work with your man. You know, you would wish to work with somebody who is so proud to say, this is my baby, you know, she's my beautiful, she's my heart, she's my pie, you know. And being plus size women, hey, we are beautiful, my dear. We are good dancers, you know. I don't know what to say, but just know you're amazing, you're unique. And nobody's better than you except yourself. The sky is the limit. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
Live for yourself. Celebrate yourself. For example, me, I promise myself that whenever I walk in a room, people have to notice I've entered. Yes, because when you look at what the impact, the way we are stigmatized in the society, it's a bit high. So you have to fight for yourself. And whenever I walk, I just talk about us, plus size. Yeah. Otherwise, Victoria, I'm so happy to be part of this talk show, and I believe you're gonna make an impact on so many people's lives.
Thank you.
Thank you for being.
That has been Mariam. It is still Talks with Victoria. Yeah, she's been our first guest on this segment. Remember, it's going to be coming your way every Wednesday. See you in another video and have a blessed day. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.